What do I think of when I think of Jack 6? I think of really just one phrase: broken promises. You see, Jack 6, 10 years ago, offered CIW a lot of things. He promised that he was going to bring prosperity to CIW based off the success that he had in the Magnation. That promise was broken. He promised that he would take care of CIW financially so we wouldn't have to worry about that as we established our name and our brand. He ended up inserting a clause that allowed him to take and manipulate any contract he wanted and yank the rug out right from underneath us. He promised TAW that he was going to help fight the good fight and take down the Clown World Order, which they did. And then promised that nothing would ever come of the supremacy after that. Broken promise. But more than that, more than all of that, than the broken promises he gave to me, more than the broken promises he gave to TAW or CIW, the promise that's broken the most when I think about Jack 6 or Jack 7 or whatever number he wants to be is the one that I now have to break. You see, I thought I've been really at odds with myself for the past 2 weeks. And the reason is I don't want to be in this position. I really don't. Because I promised myself when we relaunched in 2020, when Michael Corleone got behind us, when we relaunched, I promised that I would never be so much of a mark for myself that I would get involved in the ring of CIW. I vowed that because that's what happened in the first go round. I fought Bret Hart twice, once with a teddy bear by my side, and there was no reason for me to do that. And I made CIW about me, and it's not about me. It's about you, the fans. It's about the wrestlers who go every single day and fight for their living and do so to the detriment of their own bodies. This is not about me. This isn't about Abizzle. It's not the commentator's story to tell. And that promise, when I relaunched in 2020, means more to me than anything I've built over the past 5 years. Because the truth is, the reason we are where we are today is that the mindset shifted. The maturity that allowed us to grow far beyond the parameters of the first go round with Jack 6. That's the most important thing to me. That's what I value the most. But you did something you've never done before, Jack. You set foot on CIW soil. You yanked me on January 4th right out of the commentary table, and you put me through it with a Dominator. And I'll tell you what, all the physical pain that I endured that night meant nothing compared to the psychological pain I felt knowing as I was lying there, broken physically, a broken hand, no less, that I was going to have to break my promise. My promise to the fans, my promise to myself, because now you've left me no choice. January 25th, 8 years in the making. I was willing to let this be a commentary table fight, but you crossed the line, you pushed the boundary, and now I have no choice but to do the same. January 25th, WrestleBration 11 pre-show. We're going to have a pre-show of 3 matches lined up. Then a commercial, and then it's lights out. You and me, Jack. It ends January 25th. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualification. The only way to win is to knock your opponent out cold. And I'm telling you right now, Jack, I'm not going to raise my voice here to tell you like it is, because you know, no matter what resembles a heart in that circuit board of yours, that my heart will continue beating. And the only way you're going to beat me that night is to make my heart stop beating. But it hasn't stopped beating for CIW. It will never stop beating for CIW. And Jack, I make this vow, I make a guarantee, and I make a promise I have no intention of breaking. On January 25th, I will scramble those circuits, I will fry those boards, and I will leave you shut down. You may be from the future to save the past from the future, but I know our future, Jack. And the future for you is that I'm going to kick your ass, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it. And that, my friend, is a fact.